Hi, it's Stephanie. Welcome to this self-compassion series. I wanted to talk today a little bit about the inner voice. Is it an inner critic or is it an inner friend? For most of us, as Tara Brach talks about, there is this trance of unworthiness, this kind of human condition of feeling like not enough. And there are some particular times when this really hits home, like when you're looking for a job. When you're looking for a job, you really have to be your best. And research shows that people with the most positive attitude, they're the ones that are likely to get the job. So what happens when we're a job seeker or long-term unemployed looking for a job and we don't really feel our best? And every time we send out 100 applications and that appliedself system, we don't really know how that works. And we don't hear back. What is it that we start telling ourselves? We start to feel maybe like we're not good enough, or we're not marketable, or we're too old, or we don't have enough experience, or we're too young. And we start to say all these things, and over time, it really wears on your mental well-being. So this practice today is just to help people to uncover a little bit about their inner voice, and maybe we could start to shift and be someone that we can really count on as an inner coach and not an inner critic. So sit up nice and tall as we practice this applied self-compassion to this really important aspect of job seeking, trying to find a job. So sitting up nice and tall, take a breath. Feel your feet on the floor. And tap into your environment. You can take a look around. Where are you? Feel the feet on the floor. Sometimes I like to press my feet a little bit into the floor, especially if I'm a little overwhelmed, so that I can really feel my body. Feel the gravity. You can't see it, but you can feel it, right? Drawing you down into your chair. Find the breath. We'll just observe as the mind takes our attention when we think about what we were just talking about when, in terms of job seeking, feeling worthy. If you think of a mistake that you've made, you'll know right away what your inner voice is saying. Let's just imagine that you are dealing with someone that you care about, and that inner voice is a little bit harsh. To help process all this, if we really key into the body and where can you feel it, and you could take your hand and you might know exactly where you feel it when you've made a mistake or you feel stressed, and you can take your hand there. And a really simple practice when we notice that we're being critical is we can just shut it down, stop it in its tracks, say, it's okay. I know there's a lot of details around the circumstances and the scenario. It has a lot of impact. It doesn't mean any of that isn't important. Just in this moment, working with this particular body, let's just say it's okay. Just calm it down. It's okay. And we're not resisting any of the realities of the impact. We're not doing that. We're just saying, I see, and it's okay. I see that I made a mistake, but it's okay. We might do that when we walk out of an interview or a phone screen and be like, I should have said that. It's okay. That's a moment we can't get back. Can we just accept that that's a moment we can't get back? Take it as a learning opportunity. It's okay. In this moment, I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Healthy. It's okay. And we're going to continue to use some kind of mantra or talk to ourselves like it's okay. Or we might, if you have a pet name for yourself or a name that makes you laugh, kind of stops you in your tracks. I remember Sharon Salzberg used to use her inner voice. She used to call it Lucy. And it always makes me laugh when I think of that. So if you have something that you can, call yourself a silly name, or not that Lucy's a silly name. You can call yourself a name that's not self-deprecating. Like, hey, Smiley, but hey, dummy, that does something neurobiologically. You do become the attacker and the attacked, as Kristen Neff talks about, as Stephen Porges talks about in polyvagal theory, in neuroception, his article in neuroception. So let's practice. It's okay to make a mistake, to not do ace the interview, to just be who we are in the circumstances that we're in. It's okay. And when we can start to accept what is, we can do better. We can reduce the amount of anxiety that we're creating inside our own selves. We can make one step closer to creating an inner ally instead of an inner critic. So practice. It's okay. Find a name that you can call yourself that's not a mean name. Maybe you can come up with a little pet name. Until next time, be well.